A hand suddenly reached out on the train. He was forced to. The man's hand turned into an ice sculpture. The senior brought a sledgehammer. The man's hand was completely shattered. This is a small lesson from the top to the bottom. Just a little lesson. This is the story of a train that never stops. This is the story of, in the future world, man invented a catalyst to alleviate the problem of global warming, but then an accident occurs, resulting in a dramatic change in global climate. Temperatures of 70 to 80 degrees below zero. Humans can no longer survive. The surviving humans are on the train, from front to back of the train. There are different classes of people living. The rich people and managers in the front still live a luxurious life, while the poor in the last carriage. But all day long in the darkness of the day, every day, they ate only one kind of food. That is the black stuff that looks like turtle paste. The taste of Q-tip is very bad. They ate it for 17 years. If anyone complained, they would be beaten by the soldiers. They can only suffer in silence. But what happened next? Was unbearable. Every once in a while, the management, they would send people to rob the children. They measured their height with a tape measure. Those who meet the standard are taken away. This adult dared to resist. So the first scene happened. This is to warn them. And this time when people are being bullied, the man in the crowd decided not to tolerate it. Rushing forward and grabbing the other man's gun, aimed at his own head. He bets that there is no bullet in the gun. He pulls the trigger. And he was right. Everyone instantly rioted. It turns out that during the past few days of pastries, there was always a message from a mysterious person, telling them that the bullets ran out years ago. And more importantly, in the front prison carriage, there's a man who's an electronics expert. He was able to open the blocked carriage, so they could get to the front compartment. And so a struggle began. Everyone got together to figure out how to solve the first problem, how to get through the first door. They got a lot of barrels, suddenly attacked when the food was delivered, quickly jamming the door to keep it from closing. Then the guards were caught off guard. They went to the prison car. They woke up the Korean man from the locker. He took a puff of a cigarette to cool off. Then they woke up the man's daughter, because she has a special ability, can sense how many people are in the next compartment. Soon the group opened the first door. They arrived at the car with a window. The long-awaited sunlight was too blinding. It was still a frozen world outside. At this point, the girl told the group there was only one person in the next car. The Koreans opened the door, found only a fat man inside. Under questioning, it turned out that he was responsible for producing the food they eat. The hero climbed up to the running machine. He took a look at the ingredients inside. He was instantly stunned. These cockroaches are the best rations for the poor, because cockroaches reproduce quickly, and their bodies are rich in protein, meringue made from them. A man has been eating them for 17 years, but now he learns that the food is made of cockroaches. He was so disgusted that he wanted to vomit. Looking at the crowd of people who were looting, he told his companions around him, do not tell them the truth. At the end of the day, a train that never stops, dividing people into 3, 6, and 9 classes. The social hierarchy is even more rigid than before. The last compartment is living a hard life. Unbearable, they finally revolt. The Korean man is opening the door. A girl rushed to stop him. Unfortunately, it was too late. The door opened, only to see masked men standing in front of them. They are armed with axes. There will be a fierce battle soon. What do they mean by putting on 3D glasses? The answer will soon be revealed. At this moment, the train enters the tunnel, and the female leader ordered to turn off the lights. The crowd is plunged into darkness, and they are wearing night vision devices. They could hit the rebels with precision. The rebels were killed and wounded, and that's when the hero remembered the Korean matches, so he shouted to light a fire. As a match cut through the darkness, the torch came up from behind. The rebels turned the tide of battle, defeated the men in black, but they were also dead and wounded. This path was too dangerous. In order to save their strength, the group decided to choose 6 people to take the lead. The others stayed behind. The 6 men took the captured female leader, opened the next carriage. There were fruits growing here. This is the bottom of the people dare not think. Further on there was an aquarium. Here they ate sushi. Also let the female leader taste the cockroach. The next carriage was filled with all kinds of meat. Obviously there was plenty of food. The upper floor let them eat cockroaches for 17 years. Further on, we came to a classroom. The students were having a class, but the class was talking about brainwashing. They were singing the praises of the conductor. Exaggerated expressions. The hero was shocked. At that moment, a bald man came over pushing an egg. He looked very selfless. He distributed the eggs to all the people. No matter how many people have a share, he got the bottom compartment. But the next moment, he pulled a submachine gun out of the eggs, shooting at everyone. And the smiling lady teacher also pulled out a gun from the basket. The people in the front row fell down. Luckily, someone was good at flying daggers. A knife to kill the female teacher. Through the surveillance, the hero saw his companions being wiped out. The old man was also shot dead. He killed the female leader in anger. He had no way back but to continue forward. At that moment, the prosperous scene in front of him once again refreshed his view of the 3. There are all kinds of clinics here. They can also customize their clothes and hair. There was even a small bar. Further ahead is another ambush of killers. The main man won a close battle, and the black mother never had the chance to see her son again. The hero vows to eliminate the highest leader.